Sarah, how many flights are we doing? What are they?
We've done 15. So we begun in Halifax. We went from Halifax to Toronto Brussels, to Brussels to Athens to Santorini, back to Athens to Istanbul, to Sarajevo, to Istanbul to Bucharest, to Pisa, to Rome, from Rome to Athens, to Vienna, to Montreal, to Halifax.
And then we have to drive 4 hours home.
Things I need when I get home. I need a cucumber. I need a Canadian supermarket. I need to sleep nude. I need my blankie. I need to pet a cat. I need to eat some mac and cheese.
Ooh. So it's approaching 2 a.m. and instead of, we have our flight out of here at 6 something tomorrow morning. So instead of getting in the hostel, getting there by 3 o'clock, sleeping for 2 hours and then coming back to the airport, we just decided to stay at the airport. So that's where we're at right now.
This bitch
Okay.
just kicked us out. We were all comfortable charging. She goes, "You can't stay here all night." Fifth time we've walked into this arrival area in Athens, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of looking at it.
We're just really sick of this airport, and there's not very many good places to sit and lay down and rest, especially any near plugs. So that's
So we
all.
found a great spot, and it's all over now.
It's a graveyard of people.
Honestly, better just sitting.
It's about 3:30 in the morning, and I'm super hungry, so I'm gonna head to Burger King. I think Burger King is closed due to the chairs blocking me out, and the people over there are sleeping. There's nobody really inside. But I'm so hungry and I really don't want a croissant. It's just, you don't eat so many croissants, man. On a second note, something that isn't a trick, and she probably won't fall for this either, is that I actually did lose all of our footage from their second day in Bosnia. I'm not sure how that happened, but it did. So that sucks. And I think she'll be slightly upset with me, but it is what it is, I guess. Sarah, I have something really sad to tell you.
What?
All the stuff from Bosnia the second day, it's gone, including the part for the intro.
Our whole day trip?
Yep.
What do you mean it's
I don't know where it is. I can't find it. I might have just accidentally deleted it,
It's
or
on my Google Drive.
no, it's not. Oh, it's Romania, not Bosnia. We made it. We just landed back in Canada and look at, and
I'm gonna cry.
the first thing we're looking for is Putin.
There's a moose statue. Everybody says please and thank you.
Yeah, we had a couple run-ins in Europe, but we're alive.
But Canada's home.
Home is where the heart is, or the moose, or the Putin, which also belong in my heart.
Travels to Canada to eat Putin.
This is it. First bite.
Oh, baby.
Oh, you didn't even get the cheese. Get the cheese. Oh, how was that? On a scale of 1 to 10, like, what's the gravy like? What's the cheese like?
11.
What do you? This is exactly what you needed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's nothing like Putin.
Here goes first bite. It's like real bacon too. It's not just like bacon.
No,
bits.
it's too late.
I've missed this bad boy. But the one back home is still my favorite, I think. I'd still give this a good 9.8 out of 10. What was your favorite part about our entire trip?
I'd say the day trip to Bosnia that we don't have footage of.
Rip.
Because I just liked that it was a small group and that's not what I was expecting. So it was nice to have a different thing happen because the expectation wasn't as cool. And we just had a really good group and our host was awesome. And I think it was cool that we went to a country a lot of people judge, and it was probably the most beautiful views we saw on the trip. And we met Ed from London. And Ed
Shout out Ed.
Ed just vibed with our vibe, which was cool. So yeah, Bosnia was good.
Ooh, honestly, I think driving in a foreign country, although it was like super stressful at times, was really fun for me.
game or something. And I thought being one of the first people to try the Toscana wine, which is half Italian, half Portuguese, that was like a really neat experience for me. Like, one, I love wine, but also just like it was kind of exclusive, which was really neat. I think our host from Bosnia was probably my favorite. His name was Stefan, and he was hilarious and super like down to earth. Yeah, he was like super like, this is how it is, and he talked about the war in a very like eye-opening way. So it made me understand more like what the people were thinking about it. Instead of like, oh, this is a museum, you can read about like how our government sees the war, like how this sees the war, but this was more like personal, and I kind of like that stuff because I think the more that we see how people are affected by war directly, then the more we can learn about it and the more we can hopefully prevent it in the future. If you learned one thing from this trip, what would you say you learned? Like,
I like traveling, but I love my home.
that's good.
It was really cool meeting different people, but I think for me, I just learned how unique we are as Canadians. We really are so nice, and that the stereotypes aren't that exaggerated.
Oh, dude, wash your socks. Wash your socks, man. You don't want to get screamed at by some Italian lady for your feet smelling bad on a plane.
Don't let Sarah talk you out of packing extra socks.
Yeah, before the trip, Sarah literally made me unpack like 5 pairs of socks, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I only wore 2 pairs of socks for 16 days.
My favorite meal was the nochi.
Yeah.
The meat pastry in Bosnia was really, really good. It was so good, and you missed it, and it was like deep fried and crunchy and spicy and delicious.
Yeah, that's a lot of flavors in one. I think my favorite meal was honestly probably the Ramadan, like the iftar meal that we ate was so good. I actually don't understand how we fit that much food into ourselves, because the appetizer itself was literally a salad, a soup, and a cheese dip. And then we had a full chicken meal, and then we had dessert after that, and like homemade lemonade, and it was so good. Favorite part about Greece?
The views.
Yeah. Honestly, as sketchy as I felt, I thought driving the ATV around was really fun.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, I liked the views from the ATV. That was super fun for me.
Yeah.
Driving down the side of that rocky mountain was so good.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's one thing that you miss the most about being home?
Canadians.
I probably miss fruits and vegetables the most. I think the whole trip we probably ate maybe 3 or 4 servings of fruit in 16 days. What about your favorite part about Romania?
You can ask me about every place. I really love that museum. I thought that was awesome. I was super happy there.
Oh yeah, that was really cool. It's like very serene.
Yeah, and they actually had good information. They had all the places, so it was just really well done.
Yeah, it's true.
Like other places have museums like that, but that one was just, it was big, it was a really good price.
My favorite part about Romania was probably the nightclub. I had a lot of fun that night. That was the only night we actually like went out and really delved into the alcohol. Hi, Dad.
Hi.
Delved in.
Yeah, so that was fun. I do like to drink, so I can't complain about that. I think every good trip has to have at least one night like that. What about Italy for you?
My kitty. Pearl.
Oh, yeah. Sarah met a cat named it Pearl and fed her all of my ribs.
Pearl and I bonded. Actually, honestly, I think my favorite part from Italy was the 1950s diner. How ironic the whole thing was.
Nice story.
To Italy late at night, figuring it would be pretty easy to find a restaurant open late at night, but it's a pretty small town, that Poggibonsi. So we GPS this nice Italian traditional restaurant. It was closed. So the only other place open in that town was a 1950s American diner where they wear rollerblades. I've never even seen this type of place in America or Canada, and so I just felt like it was their equivalent of Eastside Mario's in Canada. And even the Italian at the winery confirmed that is the most commercial thing ever. So we ate at a 1950s American diner, and it was so sketch, but yeah, it was good.
I tried the American ribs, but I want to know, like, did they actually fly these ribs out from America? Because if so, that's pretty gross. But if not, then they're liars. So be careful.
And they had the glowing signs, and they had the checkered floors, and it was just ridiculous.
Oh, you could probably pay extra $5 to eat in the car.
Probably 30 kids were having a birthday party at 10 o'clock at night, and the whole incident was just very ironic.
to me. It's just you and my glasses. Seriously. Oh no. Fucking set up. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Yeehaw. Okay, bye. 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 It's all graffitied and stuff, and I hate myself still. I still hate myself. Oh yeah, I hate myself.
Real Jordan.
Take a bunch of different angles too, just in case.
The blue of Voronet. Voronet is the...
Yeah, no, it's not.
What?
Look at me. Sarah's just holding the umbrella for me while I tape everything. She's just like walking behind me, and I'm trying laughing. She's just like, I'll take one step out and she'll be like, nope, no, gotta keep her dry. You're sweetheart. Just like listen to my mouth. Sarah's stuck right now. But how are you stuck?
I'm really stuck. I can't get the zipper. I tried to unzipper it because it got stuck in my head. Okay, there we go. You can't just do that. It's unzippering. Gross.
She's back.
Your whole ass hanging out. Please enjoy Jordan's ass cheeks. Wow, that's literally your whole ass. Yep.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Back it up, back it up. I'm famished and I have to walk all the way up. I'm all the way up.
We up so high.
Gotta stay high all the time. Do you like how my body is a temple? Sarah tries foreign words.
Yeah. That's one word?
Yeah.
Sarah tried. Something snack is what I heard at the end there.
Skafiszkawniak. Skafiszny snack. Smerskano. Smerskano. Oh, that's good. It smells. It's the R. Smerskano. Can't roll the R's. Helsfinonia. I just can't even like play it back in my head. It's the problem. Hedsek.
Herzig.
Hedsek. Hedsek. And then just add Owina. Owina. Can you say pedicodiac?
How about Quispamsis?
Pedicodia. Pedicodia.
What is a kapakabooch or whatever? I don't even know how to say this.
Oh my god. Oh, bushkabukwak.
Bushkabukwak.
But that's not my language either.
So we're gonna get souvlaki, and for this whole entire trip, Sarah has been calling it souvlako, Slovaki, Slavical, who fucking knows?
Souvlaki, like
Souvlaki, just anything.
But the most popular one is Slovaki, which I'm convinced I'm saying it right. Is the problem.
It's not though.
Like, I can't even tell her I'm saying it wrong.
And I'm trying to tell her that Slovaki is like a type of person, like it's people from Slovakia, and this is a food from Greece. We're not going to eat Slovaki, so.
Slovaki. Souvlaki.
There it is!
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was!
No, I said Slovaki.
No, you said souvlaki.
You're not even catching it anymore.
It's over. It's done. You're cut.